Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a very tiring video that I was just drenched in sweat from walking up and down, running up and down, because you'll see that the light is actually going down, the sun's going down as I'm recording it, and I actually was just going to combine the Daily Bugle with the current modulars that have come out this year in 2021, but then saw it next to the police station, and I'm like, no, I know I'm going to get comments, and I want to show you guys what it looks like with all of the other modulars that I have. So I go through all that in the video, and oh my goodness, just watch through the whole thing, because I look at it from all different angles. It's crazy. And there is actually a few mistakes that I do go over with the Bugle that no one else, at least one of them, I don't think I've seen anyone else talk about. So I'm going to hand it back on over to the regular video.
Welcome on in to combining all four, that's right, four of the LEGO modulars of 2021 so far. Who knows? There might be more, right? But anyways, on the left, I wanted to go in order of release date, but then it just didn't work with these sides here because they're actually corner builds. So on the left here, we have the Spring Lantern Festival, one of the two Chinese New Year sets this year. And then we also have the police station, which has kind of been modified into a GCPD. I started doing that, but then the video never continued. But I stole one of the pieces there, so it's not technically the police station exactly, but it's better, right? We got the brand new Daily Bugle, which was sent to me early by LEGO to do videos for, which is why we're doing this. And then we got Ninjago City Gardens, which I bought on release date, and it is my favorite set of all time. I don't know if it still is, but we'll have to wait and kind of let that stew. But it is amazing to see these next to each other. Look at the heights, by the way. It is just a bit taller if you count the antennas, but like building-wise, I think this is technically more tall, just because if you look at where that part ends, but I guess that's the antenna too, so still really, really cool to see all these together. These are all of the 2021 modulars, and we're going to zoom in and we're going to see where like the Bugle actually fits in and how it looks combined. Of course, like, these don't necessarily fit with the regular modulars just because you do, of course, have, like, water versus the stone and, like, the pavement, but I still figured that I would show you it anyways just because it looks so nice next to each other here. And look at the size to the modulars. Like, it's actually pretty crazy. But in case, like, you're finding this video for the first time, I have a review out for this, as well as we're gonna have an Easter egg video coming out soon. And we might also try and fix the window there and see what that looks like when it's all together, as well as there's a couple of other videos that I have planned for it still. So if you're interested, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on those. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this. So I am actually in a bit of a hurry just because the sun, it's going down. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Just to kind of give you a sense here of what it looks like in the alleyway. It looks nice. I like the way that it looks next to the police station there, like the cardboard boxes and everything. It adds to the effect of it being an alleyway. And I guess the electrical bit there, it's charging up the newspaper stand. Interesting. Two newspaper stands on both of the corners. I guess they're competing, but I mean, how well can this newspaper stand when you know it's next to the Daily Bugle? Also, just want to show you that. Look at how good that looks. Just saying, LEGO, what happened there? Why didn't you include the hidden side miss piece that you introduced this year? But next to the Ninjago City Gardens, it's a little harder to see just because of the lighting, unfortunately. But if I raise it up a bit, you could see inside. But it just doesn't really fit with this, of course, just because this is the, like, it's water and stuff like that. And then we have the little monument there for Zane to the side. And then it works better if that's there. It doesn't work better when you've got them next to the docks and Ninjago City, just because the roofs and everything and these little parts sticking out do touch. Even when I was putting it next to this, it doesn't work because of these balconies. And then what, you're gonna have a door leading out to nothing? Like that's pretty dangerous. That's a safety hazard, honestly. It makes me just want to build everything in modulars, because then you can just customize your city however you want. You want to put Ninjago City Gardens in there? You can do that. It's up to you. But I really just think that it's something to behold, the size of this. And you might think, why didn't they do tan? Well, they didn't do tan, I think, because of this guy. And honestly, I like the gray because it's a monument, you know? It's a skyscraper. And just imagine another layer on top. These parts aren't too hard to get your hands on, so I definitely think that it's tempting to do so if you wanted to do that. But anyways, let's turn all this around. Okay, I love the way this looks from the back. There's something about the design of this, like, The Bugle is just so much more complete in terms of like looking at these modulars. Like, yeah, look, you've got a little fire escape on these buildings too and some windows. But just the detail of it, just because it has like the same trim and design, like this is very plain. Not that it needs it, but just like comparing it to this, you could see how much they went above and beyond with this. And look at the alleyway there, like it just looks so neat in the back. Even it's very interesting that they included all these extra pieces, because looking at the back of this modular, they don't really do that. You can see the crack there to escape, but like it doesn't really fit in with this from the back. You kind of would need to like put a step or something like that there, but it looks neat. Again, doesn't connect to the gardens, but just because you guys want to see like what all of the modulars look like. Also, let me just kind of casually flex my Bricktober Ninjago figures there. I paid too much for, but I can't get over Mysterio, by the way. Like, look at him from this angle. Look how neat that looks, Lego. What did you do? Why didn't you include it? But I love just the fact sign and the Bugle sign and all that. You got Firestar up there, and there's just something about it from this angle which makes me really happy, because like from any angle that you really look at the Bugle, it just looks so nice, and it makes me happy because wherever you put in your city, it's gonna be complete, which is what I'm hoping next year with Stark Tower, that it's even taller and that it looks great from any side. So here is the Bugle with all of the other modulars that come after the 10-year anniversary modular with Assembly Square. So technically, I guess this should be on the end, but I just wanted to show you it in between the modulars, and it looks incredible. Like, I really want more tall buildings like this from other themes, and I like that like the height of these are consistent. These are smaller buildings. It just makes me want to like build another layer on top of the police station to kind of just make it a little bit taller. I can kind of see adding more layers, kind of make them a little bit different in terms of heights as well. Could make your city feel more alive, I guess, as well. But I really love the way that this looks here all together. But unfortunately, they made a very big mistake when building this, the Bugle. That does not line up with the rest of the holes for the other modulars. If I separate this, you could see better the hole, and it doesn't line up, and I've checked the instructions, and if you just count, it needs to be one brick this way. So they've kind of messed that up there, but there are enough pieces that you can change that and modify it so that it can properly connect. I don't know how no one noticed that. As well as another thing they didn't notice, if you haven't heard, they spelled Kurt Connors wrong as well. So that's two things that you think would have been double checked, especially like connecting it to the modulars. I don't know how that was overlooked. And here is what it looks like from the back, and it looks so nice with like the alleyway here, and just seeing the height of this again, it looks so complete from any angle with the Bugle, and it looks so nice with all these. I know that these aren't really complete, but I still really love the way that it looks regardless from behind. And I honestly, if I was seeing a video like this, it would really make me want to go out and get all these modulars. And even if this just came out, I would have gone back, I think, regardless of if I didn't have these and get these. Just, they look so nice all together. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on those other videos that I mentioned for the Bugle and anything else modular or superheroes or specifically Marvel related. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.